Welcome to Farm with Farms. Today we'll be making an iron farm. This is not a usual iron farm that people normally build. No, this is a super efficient iron farm. This is Gnembon's Iron Farm. This is the one that he made in 1.14, so I've kind of changed it up a bit to make it work a bit better, because before it doesn't really work anymore. So I've kind of changed it a bit, even made it even better, but uses less resources. But if I built the one that he built in 1.14, it wouldn't work. The villagers would just be able to escape, and iron golems will be able to spawn in places they're not supposed to, and they'll kill the zombie. So this is my fix, which I've done. I haven't really done an iron farm video yet, so this is kind of my first. I only have one collection system, so I've kind of just been walking around here for like maybe 10 minutes. This is what it's made in 10 minutes. This is what it would have made on all of them though. So that one would have 34, this one would have 34, and also this one would have 34. This is a really nice iron farm. It really lacks resources, which is really good. Normally you put end rods here, but you can also put glowstone and fence gates and just something that mobs can't spawn on, but the villagers won't be able to escape. I chose glowstone because it's really easy to get. You get it from the nether, and you can also get them from clerics, so you can still get it early on in the game. So I'm going to be showing you how to build this farm. I'm also going to show you a few tips and tricks on transporting the villagers and also transporting the zombie, as that can come across quite hard sometimes. And I'm going to show you a few tips when AFKing, just how to do it, how I do it anyway, because I like to go in the center. This is the sort of resources you're going to need. Most of this is rounded up, so you might need a little bit less glass, but I've just rounded up the number of glass you need to make it a bit more easier to read. Same with the slabs and same with the cobblestone. Cobblestone is just for building with. You can also use scaffolding. I prefer to use scaffolding, but you might not have bamboo yet. So you're going to need some string, you're going to need stone pressure plate, you're going to need carpet, you're going to need villagers. You can't get the spawn eggs. I'm going to show you how to transport these guys. You're going to need a lot of slabs. This is more for like spawn proofing and protecting the zombie and the spawning platform. You're also going to need rails. Now if you're kind of lacking rails, which you'll need a lot of rails for this, for transporting the villager and the zombie. So on my channel I've got a rail duplication glitch which you can use if you need lots of rail. The link should be in the corner right now. So anyway, you only need one bucket because you're going to build an infinite water source here. It just makes it much more easier, because if you have lots of buckets in your inventory, they take up quite a lot of space, so that's why I use an infinite water source. So anyway, I'm going to get into the tutorial, and also only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed, so why not subscribe? If you enjoy this tutorial, then subscribe, and also leave a like if you like this, just so I know if this video is good or not. It's more to help me and see if my tutorials are good, and also if you see a problem in my tutorials, or if you want a question answered, or just or if you just want to say hello or say that my video is good, pop it in the comments section below. I read every comment and I try to reply to all of them, except the ones that aren't very nice. Let's get into the tutorial now. A big area for it, so the iron golems don't spawn on any hill area. Try and clear out a large area. I'm doing it on a super flat world. You can clear out a nice large area. Now I advise building it 10 blocks high, so let me count the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Break this, because you're not going to need that. Now you need to do a nice 3x4 platform. I'm replicating the area where the zombie's going to travel, go back and go around. Now you're going to need let me just get get some smooth stone. You're gonna need to make like a dip in a way, so like this. Get your glass like that, so the zombie will drop down here. You need to go through across like this, up, and you need to have it like this, and then you make the same platform on this side. So you need to repeat this all the way around. After I've finished it, I'll show you what I've done, just to make sure that you've built it correctly. Sort of a square shape like this, with these sort of platforms. I've just repeated the same steps which I showed you, all the way around. Now this needs to be a solid block, it can't be a glass block or anything. You're going to need to put this on. You're going to put a lever on to power the rails here. So make sure that's a solid block, like smooth stone. Now what you're going to need to do is, you're going to need to place the power rail. This is so the zombie can travel around. So place it on all sides. This should use up all your power rail. Now you should have like a setup like this. Now you're going to need to put your slabs here. You need them there, here, and here. It's to stop the zombie. So if you have these sort of things, the zombie will be able to go on here and he'll get stuck there. So you're going to need to have a slab here. So now you need to put these pressure plates. It can be any sort of pressure plate. That can be any sort of slab you want. Just put them like this. Then you need your oak fence, okay, or whatever fence gate you want to do. And you need to make this sort of setup on all of them. So this is where the zombie will be off here, go around here. Good thing about this is it's really slow, so it gives the villagers enough time to spawn in an iron golem. Then he goes down there and goes to the other one. That's how this setup works. This sort of setup here, with all the water streams going through. Get your 4 levers, place them like this. Do this for all of them. And then what you'll need to do is you're going to need to make sure that the zombie doesn't die from the sunlight. So you need to put slabs across here, like this. He'll be sitting in a minecart, so you have to place it all the way around, because he'll be going around here. This is the sort of trail this zombie will be taking across here. So you need to have the slabs like this. Then we'll think about the villager. So you need to have it 1 block diagonally away, like this. And you need to place this all around, like this. The villager area, I'm going to show you how to build 1 pod, and you can build the rest exactly the same. I'm going to call them pods from now on. So you need to have a redstone dust here, it doesn't matter what sort of setting it's on. And then you're going to need your smooth stone slabs. You used to have to use workbenches here, but you don't anymore, because villagers can still spawn iron golems no matter if they have a workbench or not. Then you need your beds like this. You need them facing like this. It has to be facing like this. Then you're going to need your string. Place your string like this. This is to stop the villagers from escaping. Put them there so the villagers don't spawn on top of these beds. That's quite a new thing that's been added. It's a new problem. Then you're going to need your glowstone or whatever light source block or whatever block you're using. And that's it. That's it for this part. You're going to need to do this on all of them. So, and then next we'll be building the collection system for the golem. Pods in place. You're going to need your glass. Place it 3 down like this. This is the area where the iron golems are going to spawn in. That's what we're building. So now we're going to need to go 9. We need to make a 9 by 9 box. So this is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you do this on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you have this sort of area here. Now fill this in here. Now you're going to be making like a box shape in a way. So I'm going to show you how to do only this one, and then you can repeat these steps on the other ones. So you're going to need to make this sort of 2 area box shape so the iron golems can't escape. You're going to need to add slabs to all these areas here, like this, fill the whole thing in. You are going to break 4 of them, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now you're going to need your water bucket. Remember, you have that infinite water source, so get your water bucket like this. You need to make an area like this, so the water will move the iron golem into the area where it's going to go into the lava. Now you need your fence gates. Place them like this. Then you break the blocks here. Make sure to not break the fence gates, and open them up so the iron golem can drop down in there. And that's the water collection system. Then you're going to need to make a funnel. I'd say make this out of a block like stone. Don't make it out of wood, otherwise the wood will burn, because we're placing lava in this area. And I'll show you how to make the collection system. So what I tend to do is I like to dig out an area. If I get my hoppers, I didn't put hoppers on it because I didn't think I was. And I'll get a chest, get a normal chest, and I'll place the chest like this. Then place the hoppers in. And then this is where the iron golem is going to fall to its doom. Now what I tend to do is I get the sign, place one here, 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 and here. Like this. Then I get my lava. And place it like this. So then you don't get any risk of items being lost by lava. You can also extend this collection system and put hoppers behind it to make it even bigger if you want. But that's all you need to do for the collection system. I put it quite low down just to make sure the spawning is still good. As you can see, the lava is this high, so that if the iron golem jumps in the lava, it won't. If it's there, then the items could burn when he dies. So that's why you have it that high. You can also have different sort of collection systems where you have water here and then it all collects in the middle, and you have a massive big area of where all the iron is collected. But I'm just going to do a simple collection system like this. To me, it's much more easier doing it this way, but most other people prefer to do it the other way. Last building step for this farm is you're going to need to get some glass. You're just going to need to put a 3x3 glass bit here. This is to stop the villagers from escaping. It does actually happen, because I've tested it before and checked if it happens or not. It's very annoying. But if you don't want that to happen, which I hope you don't anyway, then just place glass like this and do this on all of them. Then I'm going to move on to the actual transportation of the villagers and the zombie, because that to me is the hardest bit. And you're probably going to need a few bits first before you do so. So you've got the area here. Now what I advise doing, so this is for transporting the villagers. I'm going to build a setup for how to transport villagers. If you already know how to do it, then you can move on to the zombie bit. If you know how to do all of that, then this tutorial is finished. But anyway, I'll get on to how to transport them right now. Transporting the villager to their area, what you can do is, so you can make this area here, this is for the villager. If you can get a villager in here, that's not too hard. This rail leads up to here, through here, and then it goes through here. Villagers can't go through this area, but you can, so you don't really, it's easy to go through, go out and about it, and also they won't take any damage from this. So I'll show you the villager going. You just have to, sometimes that happens. Okay, so what you need to do is to get the villager on the actual rail itself, and then just move it through here like this. You'll go across here, and he'll be out because of the activator rail. You need that activator rail, otherwise the villager will be still inside the minecart. Now break the bottom block here and here, then just push the villager into there. He won't take any full damage, and he'll be in here. And then you just have to repeat this 2 more times, and then you have to do the same, but just make another railway across here to here. Same with here, go across here to here. You can just place a block here when all the villagers are in there and have it move on like this. This is my way of moving the villagers. It's really simple. There's not really many other ways you can do it other than this way. I prefer to use rails. Some people use boats, but they're just way too hard to use. This is just much more simpler. So I'm gonna get on to moving the zombie now. Now you're gonna need to move the zombie. So I've set up like a railway. This is not too long of a railway, and it leads into this area here. Now you're gonna need to get a zombie into this area. So just make a hole here. The zombie will walk through. He'll walk through here like this, and then you can close this off as soon as he's inside. So you're probably gonna need to stand by the side here. You have this walkway open, the zombie will walk in, and you can quickly go around and close it before he escapes. So once you've got a zombie in, an adult zombie, you're going to need to give it a iron helmet, or any sort of helmet. He really needs to pick up the helmet. Normally I get a different zombie if he's not going to pick up the helmet. Normally you get a group of zombies like this. Anyway, so once you've got one to pick up a helmet, you've also got to get it to pick up an item. If you really can't get a zombie that can pick up a helmet or an item, then you're going to have to get what is called a name tag. So you have to rename the name tag, and you can name the zombie whatever you want. I'm going to call it person. Then you're going to need your minecart, and you're going to need to sort of move the zombie into this area here. So this is probably the hard part. Normally what I do, I tend to, once I've got him in this area, I normally block him off like this. Then get a minecart. Sometimes he might take damage, and then he'll be in his area. Then you just take out the rail like this. Make sure it's all gone. Normally I tend to use slabs just to make sure. Normally I tend to break it like this, but it can make a mess sometimes. So anyway, once you've got the zombie in, the iron golem should start to spawn. You've got one that spawned here. I haven't built a kill chamber for it yet though, so even though there's one that spawned in the kill chamber, and you should get your drop. It can be, you can get any sort of amount of iron really. You just get rid of these guys. But the good thing about this kill chamber is you'll never lose the drops that you've got from this iron farm. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.